What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. Today, I'm doing my 2024 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series playoff predictions. I'm going to tell you the 10 drivers I think will make the Truck Series playoffs in 2024, and then I'll tell you drivers I think will not make the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024, and tell you why. So anyways, let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. The first driver I have making the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024 is a driver 11 truck for Tricon Garage, Corey Heim. This should be no surprise to anybody. Corey Heim was arguably the fastest driver in 2023 and should have won more races than he did in 2023. I think he's going to be the guy to beat in 2024, get at least 4 to 5 victories and probably more throughout 2024 and be easily able to make the Truck Series playoffs. The second driver I have making the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024 is the driver of the 19 truck for McAnally Hilgeman Racing, Christian Eckes. I think Christian Eckes is going to be Corey Heim's biggest threat for the championship in 2024. Christian is a very, very talented driver, got 4 wins in 2023, and I expect him to be a really strong contender throughout the 2024 season, and I think he's absolutely no-brainer. I think he makes the playoffs in the 2024 season. The third driver I have making the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024 is the driver of the 2 truck for Rev Racing, Nick Sanchez. Nick Sanchez had a lot of chances to win in 2023 and was able to make it in on points. I think Nick Sanchez is poised to have a breakout Truck Series season in 2024, and I think he easily will have a really good year. He'll be working with Spire Motorsports as well. Throughout 2024, I think he easily for sure will make the Truck Series playoffs in the 2024 season. The fourth driver I have making the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024 is the driver of the 98 truck for Thorspor Racing, Ty Majeski. Ty Majeski is another driver that I think is a pretty easy lock going into the 2024 season. He got 1 win in the Truck Series in 2023 and has always had a perennial championship threat and championship contender. I think while Thorspor struggled near the end of the season, I think Ty Majeski for sure will be able to make the playoffs once again in 2024. The fifth driver I have making the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024 is the driver of the 99 truck for Thorspor Racing, Ben Rhodes. Ben Rhodes is another driver that is a pretty easy lock. He's won 2 championships, always gets 1 win, it seems like, every single year. And I think Ben Rhodes will not only win a race or 2 in 2024, but I think he'll be once again a championship threat contender and looks to go back-to-back in the Truck Series. The last time someone went back-to-back at championships, I believe, was Matt Crafton. He looks to win another championship in more races and make the playoffs for sure in the 2024 season. The sixth driver I have making the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024 is a driver of the 13 truck for Thorspor Racing, Jake Garcia. This is going to be a little bit of shock to some people considering Jake didn't make the playoffs in 2023, but I think Jake Garcia is a very solid driver, and no disrespect to the person he is replacing, that being Haley Deegan. I think Jake Garcia is a better driver. He nearly made the playoffs at McAnally Hilgeman Racing last season, and I think Jake Garcia is someone who's poised to have a breakout year in 2024. So therefore, I think Jake Garcia will be someone to watch out for, and I think he will for sure make the playoffs in 2024 in the Truck Series season. The 7th driver I have making the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024 is a driver of the 25 truck for Rackley War Racing, Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon, of course, will be joining this team in 2024. Look, I think Ty Dillon is a no-brainer. I know a lot of people think it's a little bit of a surprise considering he struggled in Cup, but Ty Dillon, when he ran full-time in the Truck Series, a few years he ran full-time in trucks, he was a championship threat and contender. And while I don't think he's going to be a championship threat and contender in 2024, I certainly expect Ty Dillon to have a very, very solid and strong year and put up some really good performances in the 2024 season. I think he's going to be a contender, and I think he'll for sure make the playoffs in 2024. Though I don't think he'll be as good as Matt DiBenedetto was in this truck, I certainly think Ty Dillon will have a solid year in 2024. The 8th driver I have making the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024 is the driver of the 41 truck for Nice Motorsports, Bailey Curry. Bailey Curry ran for this team part-time and did incredibly well. Had a couple of really strong and stand-up performances in this number 41 truck, and I think that Bailey Curry will make the playoffs this year. He's a good driver. I think he's going to have a chance of getting his first career Truck Series win, and someone I think also, like a couple other drivers I mentioned, someone who could have a breakout year in 2024. So therefore, I think Bailey Curry and this number 41 team are going to be solid, really strong, and good contenders throughout 2024, and I think he's able to make the playoffs. The ninth driver head making the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2024 is a driver 38 truck for Farmer Motorsports, Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs, in my opinion, very underrated driver, joining front row this year in 2024. I think that this 38 team is still going to be a championship threat and contender, and I think Lane Riggs is poised to not only get his first career win, but also have a couple wins and be one of the biggest championship contenders throughout 2024. I think it's going to be a big year for him, and I think Lane Riggs for sure will make the playoffs in 2024 with the front row organization. And the 10th final driver that I think makes the Truck Series playoffs currently in 2024 is the driver 17 truck for Tricon Garage, Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray nearly made the playoffs despite missing the first few races of 2023. I think Taylor really showed a lot of improvement throughout the 2023 season, and another big reason why I think he's going to make the playoffs is because of his crew chief, Jeff Hensley. Jeff Hensley worked with Grant Enfinger this past season, and I think Taylor and Jeff are going to gel together very, very well, and I think that will lead to Taylor Gray being able to have a strong season and make the playoffs in 2024. So I think Taylor Gray will be able to make the postseason. So those are the 10 drivers who I'm making the postseason in 2024. Let's talk about the drivers who I think will unfortunately miss in 2024. The first driver is Stuart Friesen. Look, Stuart Friesen, very good driver in my opinion. Barely missed the playoffs in 2023, but due to the competition he's going to have to go through in 2024, I unfortunately do not think Stuart Friesen is going to make it. I think Halmer Friesen is going to fall a little behind some of these other organizations like Spire Motorsports, and that leaves him missing the postseason. The next driver I have missing is Matt Crafton. This is probably the biggest shocker to anybody considering since the playoffs have started in trucks. Matt Crafton has made the playoffs every single year. But look, Matt Crafton is not getting any younger. I believe at the end of this year, he'll either be 48 or 49 years old. And Matt Crafton has skated by getting into playoffs the last couple years. I unfortunately think this year he is going to miss the playoffs because of his age. I think he misses in 2024. Next driver is Grant Enfinger. Look, Grant Enfinger, really talented driver. No doubt about that. But the problem I have with Grant Enfinger is he's going to be driving for CR7. And while McIntyre Hilgeman's going to be really helping out this team, I just don't think Grant Enfinger makes the postseason this year. I don't think the 9 team is going to make it. I think he fails to make the postseason in 2024. Next driver missing is Chase Purdy. Chase was announced recently to drive for Spire Motorsports in 2024, and while he showed a lot of improvement with KBM this past season in 2023, I just think that is going to hurt Chase Purdy's opportunity and chances. I think he unfortunately ends up missing it just barely this upcoming season. I think he's going to be one of those drivers on borderline of getting in, but I think Chase Purdy misses in 2024. Next driver is Dean Thompson. Dean had some standout performances in 2023 with Tricon. I think he's going to have a little bit of a downhill in performance in certain areas, and unfortunately, I think that leads to Dean Thompson not making it in 2024, though I do think he'll have less DNFs in the 2024 Truck Series season. Next driver is Tanner Gray. Tanner Gray has been close to making it the last couple years, always seems to run really well. Unfortunately, I just think Tanner Gray this season is going to miss it. I don't think the 17 team, or actually the 15 team, is going to make it. Despite a lot of movement happening at Tricon, I think he misses, unfortunately, in 2024. Next, let's talk about Matt Mills. Matt Mills is going to 42 truck, and while I think Matt Mills has shown a lot of improvement in the Truck Series the last couple years, he's someone I just don't trust. I think Carson Osbar really carried that 42 equipment this past year, and unfortunately, I think that is going to lead to Matt Mills missing in 2024. I think he's going to be solid with this team, but I don't think that Matt Mills ends up making it in the 2024 season because of the lack of experience in solid equipment. Next is Tyler Ankrum. Tyler Ankrum is going to be with McIntyre Hilgeman Racing, and he's someone that I'm kind of perplexed by. I think he's going to be a borderline contender for the playoffs this year, but unfortunately, I just think this year he's going to come up short and miss it in 2024, though I do think he's got a chance to get it done. And finally, Daniel Dye. Daniel Dye, I think, is going to show improvement at McAnally, but not enough to make the postseason. He had a couple good performances with GMS, but there wasn't really anything amazing that came out of Daniel Dye's performance-wise. I think he unfortunately misses in 2024 simply because of that. If I didn't mention a driver, it's because they haven't been announced at this point to the Truck Series, or I just don't feel confident they're going to make the playoffs in 2024. So, those are my Craftsman Truck Series playoff predictions for 2024. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links go below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's video. What are your 2024 Craftsman Truck Series playoff predictions? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. I got a lot of content dropping this weekend and throughout the next couple weeks as we get closer to Daytona. I've got some prediction videos dropping. I've got a silly season prediction dropping this Wednesday on my birthday. I got a lot of great content dropping on this channel over the course of the next weekend that I can't wait for you guys to check it out. I'm not teasing any of the content because I think you're going to be surprised on what's coming out on this channel. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.